What is the human element? How can it guide us? The human element is the unique flavor each person brings, the questions no one expected, the presence that shifts the entire space. And today I want to tell you a story that changed how I see teaching and every interaction we call learning. I'm Lohan, and welcome to Uncover Your Authenticity. Let's explore how true teaching and authentic connection only come alive when we make space for the unpredictable, unpolished, beautifully human element that lives in all of us. When I first arrived at the ashram, I had no thought of becoming a teacher. I was simply there to support my teacher's work and help however I could. But after I'd been living there for about a month, she made a surprising announcement. "I no longer want a teacher called to greatness," she said. "It hurts my body. I don't want to battle egos anymore. I want to do the higher spiritual work, meditation, intuition, spiritual retreats." And then she looked at us, her students, and said, "You're going to teach it now." I was stunned. I wasn't prepared to lead a seminar, let alone something so profound. Honestly, I felt panicked. But she wasn't just handing over her body of work. She was preparing us to deliver it with the clarity and presence she had cultivated over the years of teaching. I remember her saying, "We can never forget the human element." By this, she meant we couldn't deliver the teachings in a rote, automatic way. We had to stay present and spontaneous. We had to remain open because a single question could throw us off our script. And that might be exactly where the teaching was meant to go. Over time, I've realized the human element isn't just important in teaching. It's vital in every human interaction. It exists in every group, even a group of two. It's the space where we stop trying to control the direction of a conversation and instead stay open, present, listening. So often we don't really listen. We're already rehearsing our responses while the other person is speaking. But the human element, that moment of true presence, is what creates the flow of reality between people. It's what brings life to the moment. That spontaneity, that authentic connection, that sometimes feels like magic, that's it. Including the human element in the work of congruence shifted everything I thought I knew about teaching. It stopped being about being the expert. It became about being attuned to what's alive in the room, about following a general plan, but allowing spontaneous interaction to direct the flow of the teaching as well. I remember one of our earliest seminars. We were deep in a discussion about emotional gracefulness when a woman raised her hand and asked, "Can I ask, how would this help me if I feel completely lost in my career?" At first, I froze. It felt off topic. But then I remembered what Maya had said. So we leaned in. And what unfolded next became one of the most impactful moments of the evening. Her vulnerability opened the door. And soon others were sharing how the teachings applied to their real lives. That one question added participation and helped energize the session. It brought it more to life. That was a human element, and it transformed the entire room. Since then, I've realized this isn't just about teaching. It's about every human connection. The human element is that unpredictable heartbeat that shows up in relationships, in conversations, in coaching, in leadership. It's the moment someone dares to say, "I don't get it," or "This is what it feels like to me," or "I know this might not make sense, but can I share it anyway?" That moment, the one where we welcome the messiness, the realness, the soulfulness, that's where true growth happens. So whether you're a teacher, a coach, a leader, a healer, or just a friend trying to support someone you care about, don't forget about the human element. It's the question that seems off, the feeling that doesn't quite fit the framework, the courage to show up as you are. That's where learning becomes real. That's where authenticity is born, and that's where true transformation begins. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, like, share, and drop a comment about a time when you witnessed the human element in action. Because when we make space for what's human, we make space for what's true. See you next time.